Okay, we will start by paying respect to Buddha, reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Yesterday, we have said from the samatha to vipassana with the anapana practice. So we will repeat for that briefly. So there are 2 practitioners. Number 1 is Asasa Basasa Kamika. Asasa Basasa practitioner or breathing practitioner. Number 2 is Janakābhivaṃsa, Jana practitioner or Jana worker. So breathing practitioner, first of all, he should practice breathe into elements. From the breathing, go to the body. Which is the place of asasambasasa. So practice materiality in the body. After that, change to mentality, change to nama, which is taking rupa as an object. After practicing nama and rupa, trying to go to causes and effects, or dependent origination. Then, by seeing arising and perishing, contemplate as nature, dukkha, anatta. So, in this, if it is improved, the mind will see nibbana. Finally, will get arahatship. This is the way to practice for the breathing practitioner. So number 2 practitioner is Janakābhivaṃsa, the one who do with the jhana. So jhana practitioner, jhana worker, we may say like that. So for the jhana practitioners, when they practice jhana or samatha, they have a discerned jhana factors arising in the heart. So they have known jhana factors or mental factors. They have already known. So if they want to change to vipassana, so he need to think in this way, where are jhana factors dependent on? Where are jhana factors dependent on? So the answer is jhana factors dependent on what means body, because jhana factors are arising in the body. Okay, I will say again. First of all, he will practice jhana factors. Jhana factors, those are nama. So it is a discerning mentality. So after that, where those jhana factors dependent on, at that time, jhana factors are dependent on the heart or on the body. So the mind change to body, change to materiality. Like that, if you are knowing in the book on the table, so from the book, you can change to the table because they are very near. So in the same way, after knowing jhana factors in the heart, you can easily change to heart, to the body. So at that time, you should practice materiality. So first of all, nama, mentality. Second, materiality. After practicing mentality, materiality, he need to think, what are the causes of materiality, mentality? So at that time, he will go to dependent origination, cause and effect. So after doing connection, cause and effect, he will do rising and perishing, contemplate as nature, dukkha, anatta. So in this way, he can get arhataship. So this is the way to practice from the anapana jhana to the vipassana. So this is mentioned in the commentary of this Sutta. So you should note here, other saying kaya nupassana, discerning body as a body, not just a body, not just a kaya. So need to discern materiality. First way, breathing practitioner is first of all materiality. Second, mentality, taking materiality as an object. Third, cause and effect. Fourth, arising and perishing. It is breathing waka. So jhana waka, jhana practitioner is first of all mentality. Second, materiality, where mentality dependent on. Third, cause and effect. Fourth, arising and perishing. So because of this, kaya nupassana is just a beginning stage. Doing with the breathing, it is only kaya. But later parts, they have a materiality, mentality, cause and effect, arising and perishing. So although they practice the whole, because of beginning points started with the breathing, it is called kaya nupassana satipaṭṭhāna. Not just practicing on the body. If we say some details, especially according to Abhidhamma. So how many rupas in our body? So Abhidhamma learners already know, but for some new people, so there are 28 rupas, or 27 or 28 rupas in the body. So you need to discern. Because our attachment can be different. Some people may attach to their skin color. Some people may attach to life faculty, being alive, like being fresh in the skin, in the body. So what are different types of materialities we should know? Into the eye, what is a special materiality? Like a camera taking every picture. So in the ear, there is one special materiality taking in the sound. So catching every sound. So what is it that? So in this way, you need to discern every materiality in the body. So by discerning in this way, you will understand there is no self in the materiality. So because some people may think self is in the brain. So some people may think self is in the heart. So in the brain, how many rupas you need to know. In the heart, how many rupas you have, you need to know. So by discerning materiality, you will know there is no self in the materiality. If we don't discern, if we keep it just a block, so we may think there is a self inside. So because of this, you need to discern all 27 or 28 rupas. So after discerning a rupa, so your mind can change to nama. What is the connection rupa and nama? So nama is taking the rupa as an object, because you have done discerning a rupa, whether you are nama. So because of this, have a connection with the rupa. Another thing is the nama is dependent on rupa. So because of this, have a connection. With a connection, you can go. For example, if you see flower, easy to see table, because table is another flower. If you see the table, easy to see flower, and the flower is on the table, like that. So you might need to see one thing deeply. So just can change according to connection. So because of this, after discerning rupa, so your mind need to shift to mind, which is taking rupa as an object. So how many nama? May say 33 types of nama, like one Cheta, 52 Chetasika. Nibbana also nama, but Nibbana is not the object of Vipassana. So 53 mental factors. We have 53 mental factors. So at one time, may have 35 at most, 35 mental factors, 34 or 32, at least 8 or 9 mental factors, 8 mental factors. So at least in one mind moment, 8 mental factors, at most 35 mental factors arising within us. Altogether, if altogether, all factors together, 53 mental factors. So you need to discern one by one. If you see something, what kind of materiality arises? If you listen something, what kind of materiality arises into the ear and into the heart? If you smell something, what kind of mentality arises into the nose and into the heart. If you eat something, what kind of mentality arises into the tongue and heart. If you touch something, what kind of mentality arises in the body and heart. If you just think, so what kind of mentality arises within your heart. So in this way, all factors you need to discern. So after knowing all mentality, what you will understand is no self in the mentality, because everything you have done, everything you have classified. So because of this, you will understand non-self view. So after discerning nama and rupa, you understand this body. What is this body made of? So about the body, you have a right view already. But what is the causes? What are the causes of this body? So it is also a kind of self view may come to you. So some people thought created by someone. So it is not real cause, just their thinking, only just their view and their word, not reality. Because of being different from reality, we have to say it is a wrong view. So not created by someone. So another people may think there is no cause. No cause. This is called ahetuka deity. No cause. Actually have a cause. So people different personality they have because of different karma. So some people beautiful, some people ugly, or like that. Some people wealthy, some people poor, like that. So there are causes. So they cannot know easily because of this. Some people think no cause. So it is also not correct. Different from correct things, different from reality. So because of this, it is also wrong view. Some may take Visama Hetuka. Visama Hetuka is they believe a cause and effect, but they believe a wrong cause. So not correct cause. So some people may think, for example, by killing animal, by making puja with animals, so they think can reborn in a good destination. So it is not correct. It is a wrong cause. So because of this, if we cannot find a real cause, some people may have a creator view or no cause view or improper cause view. So because of this, need to find what are the causes. So how to find what the causes? So first of all, let's say the cause of materiality. So nearest cause is our food. Food is the cause of materiality. So if we don't eat, so materiality less and less. So have to eat a gananga. Now, even in time, you may be weak like that. Because the food is far from, food is very far. So not much producing new materiality. So body start weak. Have to wait, breakfast. So mind also one cause. If the mind is happy, our body is changed. So the weather also one cause. Those are nearer, can easily know. Although can easily know, still thinking created by someone. So if created by someone, you should stay without eating like that. Well, no, very obviously. So, but these are nearest causes. Another cause is karma. So it is far, not nearer. Before we reborn in this life, especially. So to know that, we need to go to past. So to go to past, first of all, you need to discern nama rupa, especially internally, externally. So after doing mentality, materiality very well, you need to go past. So with the mind, with the knowledge. So knowledgeable person, practitioner can go to past. So in this way, you should go until into the mother womb. At that time, you should incline your mind. These are effects. So must have causes. Wishing to see the causes, you need to go to past. So in that near death moment of a previous life, some mentality appear, some karma appear in that moment. So the object of that mentality is the karma, what you have done. So at that time, you will see what is your karma. So after that, you make a connection. So in this way, you can find the cause, main cause, which is karma. So there are some other causes. When you have this karma, because of avijja, not knowing truly in the past, dana, craving, upadana, clinging. Another one is sankhara. Sankhara is the other mental factors associating with the karma, chedana. So the other causes of mentality is object also the cause. Without object, our mind cannot arise. Heart, especially heart base, mainly heart base. Without heart base, mentality cannot arise. Association mental factors. When a mental factor arise, not just one, at least 8, at most 35. So they arise together. So association mental factor, they are also cause and effect for each other. Without being together, just alone, they cannot arise. So about what are the causes? So for the rupa, food, weather, mind, karma. avijja craving, avijja ignorance, dana craving, upadana clinging, karma is a karma, sankhara, some other factors associated with the karma. For the mentalities, some other causes are object, heart-based, especially, mainly, also eye-based, ear-based, nose-based, tongue-based, body-based, also the cause of a mentality. Association mental factors, etc. It is not all something you need to practice only. If you want to know all causes, all effect, you should try to learn Pa-Auk. So you will know that how we consider as a cause and effect. There is a two Dhamma. So if you can connect with the 24 Paccayas, 24 Paccayas in the Pa-Auk, Hetu Paccayo, Aramana Paccayo. So at least with one Paccaya, if you can contact or connect, so it is a cause and effect. So cause and effect is more than the way you think. So if you can connect one of 24 Paccaya with one of 24 Paccaya, or with the sum of 24 Paccaya, it is called cause and effect. Like our relatives. What is a relatives? Must have a blood connection. According to Buddha's teaching, we need to know very detailed about the relatives. Because for the bhikkhus, if the one is relatives, we can ask something. Please offer me something. So we need to know very surely this one our relatives or not. So if so, how to consider about the relatives? So above 7 generation, below 7 generation. If within these, we call relatives. According to Myanmar, above we call ba, bo, baby, ben, bong, bo. Like that. According to your language, you should find. So for the below, like it started from the sun. So I cannot say in English. So like a son and grandson, like that. So if within these 7 generations, above and below, this is relatives. If someone is more than that, so not relatives. So for example, our uncle and me, how to do connection. Uncle and me not connected directly. First of all, my mother and me connection, because I'm coming from my mother. So my mother and me, this is one connection. My mother and her mother is one connection. Okay. Her mother and my uncle, because the uncle is coming from my grandmother. So one connection. Uncle is within 3. So because of within 3, it is relatives. If you need to, if you go more than 7, it is not relatives. So uncle and me is 3 connection we have to do. So yeah, so people say cause and effect. How we will consider as a cause and effect? You need to find 2 Dhamma. trying to connect with the 24 Bhajya, or one of the 24 Bhajya, some of the 24 Bhajya. If you can connect with the 24 Bhajya, so it is a cause and effect. So for the practitioner, just to be enough to go to Nibbana, you may not need to do all, but some are important causes you need to do. So if so, you may ask, what are important causes? So, for example, everybody may have this thinking: is it their past life or not? Have a connection or not? Past life to this life. Is it their future life or not? If I do meditation or listening in Dhamma, what will be in the future? Because these are we need to know. If there is no future life, we may not meditate so long like that. So we may not get suffering so much. So because of having in this view, there is a result of good deeds. We have to do good deed. If there is no future, we may not do that. So we will stay easily. And because of this, some of cause and effect we need to know. So, but how much we need to know? This is another question. So now you may only know how we will consider cause and effect. Okay, so you need to do that. Time is up. We should stop here. We will share merit. Repeat after me. Idam me punyam,
idam me punyam,
asavakayam,
asavakayam,
awaham hodu,
hotu,
idam me punyam,
idam me punyam,
nibbanasa,
nibbanasa,
pacayo,
pacayo,
hodu, mama punya bhagam,
mama punya bagam,
sabha sadanam,
sabha satanam,
bhajemi,
bhajemi,
te sabe,
te sabe,
me samam,
me sama,
punya bhagam,
punya bagam,
labantu, saru, saru, saru.